Hi everybody, Jasmine here from LVL UP Consulting with this week's edition of What I Learned in Business Last Week. And it's a special edition which I'm calling the inevitable COVID-19 edition of my weekly videos. Yes, I find myself at home in isolation with my husband and my toddler, which is wonderful, and a complete 180 of what I thought I would be doing this week. So I was due to be on location in Melbourne, assisting with a go live with one of our projects with Cara from my team, but unfortunately we find ourselves separated at home and attempting to manage a go live remotely, which is a challenge in and of itself. But everyone's been asking very, very kindly how I am, and I'm very fortunate that I have extremely mild symptoms. In fact, I'm almost asymptomatic, so I'm very, very, very lucky about that. And also, I guess, grateful that I did take a precautionary test because, of course, a lot of the work that I do at the moment is in healthcare. And I was due to be at a maternity hospital, ironically, and I'm really glad I took the test and didn't, obviously put anybody at risk. So myself and the baby, we are 100% fine, but, the challenges, of course, of working from home and working remotely when you are in isolation. So this is our final day of isolation, which I'm very, very pleased about. But there have been some learnings from what it has been like to work and multitask and juggle while you are isolating with COVID-19. And I know a lot of people have got it. I'm one of the last people I know to have contracted COVID-19. But in case you're wondering what it is like, it's sort of just like working from home. But it's also being, the lead educator at home daycare with the toddler. It has been tricky trying to do a go live remotely with all of that happening around me, and also being separated from Cara, who is my project coordinator on this particular project as well. So we've learned to absolutely boost and enhance our communications with each other and also with our teams on the ground that are doing the work for the go live. We check in with them via chat, via Microsoft Teams, via text and via call, probably, and this is maybe excessive, but about every half an hour. We check in with them, and as soon as we hear things, we also inform our vendor in real time. So it's almost as good as us being on the ground, but it's really being diligent and keeping on top of those communications so that everybody is informed at the same time. The other thing, of course, and it's a little bit harder when you are remote, but when issues do happen, and I talked about this last week, bring everybody together, bring everybody on a call, get everybody on the same page so that there aren't any, miscommunications or incorrect information being passed between parties. I find that's extremely helpful, particularly when you are away from the situation, to really understand what exactly is happening on the ground. So that is me for this week. Been some learnings of course, how to even boost your communications even more when you are remote. Of course, we're learning a little bit of resilience. It's been a big 2 months. It has calmed down in terms of intensity, but not the business as usual plan that we thought that we would be doing. So we've learned some resilience, some contingency planning, and how to communicate super clearly at LVL UP in the past couple of months. I will see you next week when I am out of isolation and back fighting fit. Have a great week.